o'clock. Call the meeting to order. We will start with the pledge to bring all our allegiances up to date. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. The first order of business is to approve the agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
Okay, Jordan has made the move to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, Phil has seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Very good. Opposed? Aye, a nay? Okay, the agenda is approved. The next order of business is the approval of the minutes of September 16th, 2021. I assume everyone has read them. I read them and they looked pretty accurate.
Yeah, I would make a motion to approve those as well.
Okay, Jordan has made a move to approve the minutes as written. A second?
I second.
Okay, well, actually.
That's cool.
Okay, motion's made and second. Is there any discussion or input on the minutes? Yes, Chelsea. Okay. All right, I'm gonna take this off so you can hear me better. Okay, let's see. Okay, all those in favor of passing the minutes as written, say aye. Aye. All those opposed say aye. Okay, the minutes are approved as written. The next order of business is the petition, docket number BOA 11-18-21-1. And that is to consider the petition of Brian Larson and Gary Poston in regards to the following. A consideration of a variance to allow its shed with a setback of 110 feet from the center line of County Road 12 instead of the required 130 feet and 105 feet from the center line of the westbound lane of Interstate 90 instead of the required 200 feet pursuant to chapter 10.4.7 parentheses 2 of the Winona County zoning ordinance. Is there, does the petitioner here wishes to present it, make a presentation, anyone? Or staff?
Presentation is first.
Yep, that's right. Staff presentation first.
1 second, please.
Okay, Lou, go ahead when you're ready. 1 second.
Just waiting for my presentation.
Yep. There we go.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, we're here to hear a variance request by Brian Larson to allow a shed with a setback of 110 feet from the center line of County Road 12 instead of the required 130 feet. And to allow the same shed with a setback of 105 feet from the center line of the westbound lane of Interstate 90 instead of the required 200 feet. So the way that that setback works with I-90 is that it's the center line of the nearest two-lane segment. So if you're on the south side of that lane, it would be the eastbound, center of the eastbound lane. In this case, it's the center of the westbound lane on the north side. Next slide. Here's the location. It's just west of Ridgeway, before the interstate exit on Highway 74. Next slide. This is a portion of the parcel. The parcel is a long linear parcel in between County Road 12 and I-90. The photo here that you see is the segment on the west side of the parcel. It's actually the deepest portion. It gets narrower as you go east, but it's the segment that has the home, a garage, and an existing shed on the site already. You can see Location of the proposed shed is 60 by 40, just to the east of the existing building site, just into the existing farm field. Driveway access will come from the existing driveway to the east, as shown there. And the use is for personal storage. That the applicant has stated he's a contractor. He gets there's leftover building supplies on some of his job sites, and he keeps those for personal use and storage for the future. So this is what the primary use of this structure will be. You can see that the setback is 110 feet from the County Road 12 and 105 feet from I-90. There was nowhere on the parcel that could accommodate any structure and meet both of those setbacks. So the petitioner chose a location that worked best for him, and prioritizing County Road 12 setback. So trying to create the most distance from there. Next slide. There's a couple of photos of the building site. First one on the left shows the actual building site and part of that cornfield there. It'd be just on this side of the existing structures that you can see. And then a photo from standing on the center line of County Road 12. You can see a car in the background there. That's a vehicle traveling on I-90. Just to get an idea, a sense of proximity. And how the site lays out. Next slide. We have a video that I'm told will not be sideways the entire time, so we can play that. Kind of give you, we'll give it a little bit of a 360 degree here. Looks like it's not refreshing very well, but that's the building site again. Looking towards the west. To the south, I-90. Should be panning around now to it'll be to the north and the east. You can kind of see the linear parcel as it goes to the east there. Back around to the south and to the point of beginning. Next slide. When it's ready. Okay, comments. Pleasant Hill Township reviewed the application and indicated they had no comments. Next slide. We also reached out to the County Highway Department, who thanked us for asking, but they did not have any concerns with the shed or access off of County Road 12. We also got a letter from Gary Kozen, the co-owner of the property, just stating that he was aware of the project and supports Brian's application. Getting into the criteria and findings, due to circumstances related to location and right of way, not of the applicant's making, the proposed structure is unable to meet existing setbacks. And staff has found that the request meets the criteria, and that's the way it's drawn up in your staff report. Next slide. As always, the BOA should consider all materials and testimony before making findings that support your decision. Staff analysis and draft findings support granting the variance, as I stated. And should we decide to approve the petition, there are a couple of conditions, standard conditions attached to the application. So With that, I think that concludes our staff presentation. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, or you can let the petitioner speak.
Anyone have any questions for Lou?
No.
Okay, thank you, Lou.
Thank you.
And is the petitioner here? Yeah, okay, do you want to make a presentation before we open to the public?
I purchased this property upon the sale of a building that I had right over on County Road 104 by the No Nut Truck Stop. And of course, I lost that building, so I'm trying to put a building up accordingly. And I know I had to go a little smaller, but then this building came upon us. A guy passed away in western Minnesota, and this building was canceled ordered. And of course, they're hard to find buildings now.
Right,
So,
yeah.
my dad been building Western buildings since 1968, so we've been in this for 50 years. And I did the engineer structure building and everything up to that code.
Does anyone have any questions?
I do not.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
And I guess, will someone make a motion to open it to the public?
Yeah, I'll make a motion.
Okay, Jordan has motion that we open the hearing to the public. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, Phil has seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those in favor, opposed, say no, nay. The motion passes. The meeting is now open to the public. Is there anyone who wishes to address this petition?
Mr.
Docket,
Chair,
yes, go ahead.
Elizabeth Hubline was muted, but she did vote for the vote.
Okay,
In
right.
favor, yeah.
Okay, yes, for the record, yes.
She's unmuted now.
Yep, okay, thanks, Elizabeth. Okay, is for the second, well, I'll say again, for the first time in the meeting's open to the public, is there anyone who wishes to address this petition? Docket number BOA 11-1821, number 1. For the second time, is there anyone who wishes to address this petition? And for the third and final time, is there anyone who wishes to address this petition? If not, I am open to a motion to close the meeting.
I make a motion to close the meeting.
Elizabeth has made the motion to close the meeting. Is there a second? Okay, Jordan has seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. Okay, the meeting is closed. The public hearing is closed and open to the board members to discuss. I assume everyone has read all of the information. Familiar with it? Do you see any issues or problems or concerns?
Like he doesn't have much of a choice there.
He
Yes.
already has a house pretty much in the exact same location.
Right,
so-
yeah. And essentially, I-90 federal doesn't care, right? As long as they're not on the right of way. The setback can be 0 for, I mean, to the fence line. I assume since it's.
Yeah, I mean, they're concerned with their right of way. The setback is actually ours, so,
Okay.
yeah, we generally don't get any response from MnDOT. It's a federal, it's an interstate, but MnDOT would be the. So.
Okay,
Yeah, that was the only thing I wondered about too, was the I-90.
setback.
There have been 2 variances in the past on the property as well. The existing garage and dwelling were granted variances in the late 70s. So, that's how those came to be at that time.
Is there any, which is not our business, but is there any CUP required?
Not for this, no.
Okay,
A permitted.
the farmland is not an issue?
No.
Okay,
No, that's not a
Good.
dwelling, so if it was a dwelling, new
Yeah.
parcel, then we'd be looking at
Okay.
at prime soils.
okay, right,
But
yeah.
this- No dwelling, so no soil consideration.
Okay, thanks, Lou. Does anyone wish to make a motion regarding this petition?
Yeah, I would make a motion to approve the findings of fact and approve the petition with the conditions.
Okay.
I second.
Okay, Elizabeth has second. Jordan has made the motion to approve the petition as written along with the conditions. Is there any discussion? If not, I will open it to a vote. All those in favor of granting this petition as written and with the conditions, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say nay. The motion passes unanimously. Next order of business is, I have to read the statement here. The Board of Adjustment appeal to the District Court. All decisions by the Board of Adjustment in granting variances or in hearing appeals from any administrative order, requirement, decision, or determination shall be final, except that any aggrieved person or persons or any department, board, or commission of the jurisdiction or of the state shall have the right to appeal within 30 days after the receipt of notice of the decision to the District Court in the county in which the land is located on questions of law and fact. Any party that would like to submit an appeal to the decision rendered at the public hearing must do so to the District Court. Planning and Environmental Services is not responsible for filing the appeal or obtaining representation by counsel for the petitioner. And the next, go ahead.
Mr. Chair, would you permit me to make a short statement?
Yes.
Thank you.
If I refuse, what would happen?
Nothing.
Maybe I get fired.
So, so December is going to be a bit of a hectic month for the Board of Adjustment. There may be our normal meeting, there's a special meeting, and in no way is what I'm about to say mean that we would like to hasten the departure of Phil Schwanz from this Board of Adjustment group. But I thought because there was a shorter agenda today, that it would be more appropriate to thank Phil for his long service on the Board of Adjustment by awarding him this certificate of appreciation signed by you, Mr. Chair. On a personal note, I have to say that 5 years ago when I came to the county, Phil's low-key friendliness made me feel right at ease, and he's done so every time I've run into him, and it was much appreciated, and I'm sure that that's the case for all of you and everyone that knows him. So, but Phil, how long have you served in various committees and capacities or on the Board of Adjustment? For so long that you can't believe it. Well, regardless of whether you take a year off and come back, I think all of you would join Mr. Chair and myself in thanking Phil for his service.
I slaved over that signature for hours.
Is that right?
And is there any other comments? If not, I would retain, I would entertain an order or motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
Jordan made the motion,
Second.
seconded by Phil. Do we get to have any discussion? If we want, okay. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed say nay. Okay. Meeting is officially adjourned.